Hey guys, I'm probably gonna have to take this microphone off in a little bit, but I wanted to test it out. It seems like it's working good. Hey guys, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Don't know if anybody else is feeling this like nostalgic sort of like release energy. Also realizing that your dreams are really teaching you about yourself right now. There's a lot of dreams, a lot of them. Mm, I'm good. Um, some of my prayers and manifestations that I've been dreaming of and thinking of are starting to now come to fruition, which is a sign for the collective that yours are about to too. They're about to come to fruition as well. So if you've been, you know, praying on something, manifest, don't forget this. Don't forget this. Praying is talking to the universe, and meditating is listening to it. Okay, there's two different things you could do. There's when you pray and you're talking to the universe, you're talking. When you meditate, you're listening to the universe. Okay, so just remember that. So if you're gonna go into like a deep prayer or meditation, just remember you're saying to spirit, "I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, you guys." Remember when you're meditating, you're gonna say, "The universe, I'm listening to you now." When you're praying, you're asking the universe to listen to you. So depends on what you want out of your session with the universe. That's what's gonna determine what the outcome of that session that you're having with your spirit guides is. Right now, you are going to notice something. I'm just gonna tell you guys, just ignore the trolls. I have a message and I don't need them messing up your energy. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't worry about it unless you're commenting to each other and the moderators or anybody else deletes them from here. That's fine. I won't even allow nothing to break my spirit right now because of the things that I've experienced this past 3 years. I think that I have to give myself, just like you have to give yourself, a lot of grace and credit for all of the changes and transformations you have went through and all of the things you've done. Okay, you've done so much, and your guides want you to thank yourself for that. You know, you've been you're at the zoo. Oh my goodness, I haven't been to the zoo in a long time. Um, you have to give yourself. I'm seeing a robin, a red robin right there. It's right there. That's a sign. It's right by me and it's like looking at me right now. He's like looking at me and he's digging for worms in the ground. Spirit wants you to know that this is when the manifestations are going to come to fruition. You're going to feel it. Guys, I need to take this microphone off. Hold on. Because the phone is dying. Shipping, and if you don't order a lot of stuff, you're paying money for shipping. I'm going to plug this in. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, hold on. Let me know if you can hear me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, that was with the filter. This is without the filter. As you can see, I have marks on my face. I didn't. Still no, still no, no. You can hear me when it's off though, right? Wait, hold on. You were hearing me. Okay. Sound is on. Fucking thing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay, there we go. I got it. I'm not gonna touch nothing. Okay. When I plug the thing in, for some reason, the Apple Play, I don't know why it does that. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? So, your prayers and manifestations are being heard now. Your guides want you to know that. They was heard a while ago, and it's starting to come to fruition now. Okay, I'm not gonna touch nothing. I promise. They were if you can't hear it, guys, go out and back in and see if that don't work for you. Okay, go out and back in, like get off of it and go back in, and it'll work for you. Okay, so Spirit says that there's something that you prayed for. Matter of fact, it's funny because I've been reading and I've been saying like Disney trip, you know, like Disney trips or vacation. I've been saying that. And I just want to share this because I feel like some people are dealing with the same thing. So maybe my daughter deals with like anxiety. I don't like to say that out loud because I don't want the universe to hear that. But she has some OCD issues with anxiety and sensory issues. I do believe she's on the spectrum because her dad was on the spectrum. And her dad, he never got diagnosed, but baby, you know when you know, you know. So I see her sometimes like sounds, certain sounds, like if I'm chewing my gum, that sound really irritates her and she closes her ears, or loud noises or lots of people around, she gets super uncomfortable. So she has like anxiety issues, and when I was younger, I had OCD really bad to the point where, like I told you guys, I would fix remotes if they were out of place. I would get really irritated. When I would clean like for hours, and I still do that today. That's why sometimes I'm like, I don't want to start cleaning because I know if I start, I'll never end, right? It gets really bad to the point where I have to clean every corner, and I get really like into it to the point where when I'm done, I'm like, oh my God, my body hurts because I forget that like I should have just straightened up, but I go the extra mile, right? So my daughter deals with that. And some of you are dealing with that, or your child's dealing with that. And I've been praying and meditating for my spirit guides to like help her with that, you know, help her find something that she loves. I said, this is what I meditated on. This is like, I'm telling you, like 2 weeks ago, I did Reiki on my daughter. I was laying in my room, and I'm telling you this for a reason. This is what you need to do. I did Reiki on her. I was laying in my room. So either on yourself or your child. And I was like clearing her energy. And I was saying like, help her find something she loves so it could help her like want to go either on vacation with me or do something that's different. So the day before yesterday, Spirit, just protect this energy because I'm just, you know, I'm sharing so people know that Reiki and manifestations work. I did that prayer and meditation, and then she happens to find this like world food truck type thing where it's like in this place, like we're gonna travel somewhere for her birthday. She wants to go for her birthday, and she wants to go because there's like a world food truck there, and she wants to try different foods. So she comes to me like, for her to say, I want to get on a plane, I want to go for my birthday, I want to go try every different food. I cried for like 20 minutes in my room. I cried because I just, you don't know you don't know, you saw that orb? You don't know how much I've been praying for this, because my daughter is a lot of the reason why I don't go and do a lot of things. She likes her mom with her. You see these orbs, they're just flying by. She likes her mom with her. She won't eat unless I'm the one who cooks for her, or I'm the one who, she won't let nobody else touch her food. I know that sounds like she's spoiled. That's what people see it as, but I don't see it that way. I know that it's a sensory issue, and she doesn't like other people touching her food, and she only trusts me because she sees how I clean and how I am when I when I wash my hands, when I cook. She sees how I am. My hair is up. I don't, cook with my hands dirty. I don't have long nails on. So to her, that's super important. That's why she will hardly go out to eat at restaurants or anything like that, because she always says, I don't trust what the chef's doing back there. I'm talking about this for a reason. Maybe some of you guys are going through this or whatever, and this is spirit telling you. Pray and meditate and do Reiki over them and help them clear their energy, because they're picking up a lot of past life anxieties. This is interesting that this is coming through, because some of you need to hear this. It could be for you or your child. If I'm speaking and you're like, this is me, then I'm telling you the message. If it's someone else, then I'm telling you for them what to do. They had, or you had, rough past lives. You died in a plane crash. You've experienced some real tough stuff. You came here as a galactic starseed from the beginning. You were you were one of the chosen ones in many lifetimes, and you've always chose very hard lessons. And one of the things I'm seeing is the separation anxiety I'm hearing between you and, like, maybe when you were younger, you didn't like to be separated from your parents or something like that. Or your child is like that. They have separation anxiety a little bit, and they're very like, where are you? Where are you going? What are you doing? Like, they were like that. And now they're starting to ease up a little bit, and they're starting to change. You're trying to change. It's like I said, depending on who you're watching this message for. If you're watching for yourself, you're watching for yourself. Okay? Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm happy that I'm speaking about it, because Spirit had me talk about it, because a lot of people are dealing with this. To the point where their children don't have friends. Do you see these orbs? Your children don't have friends. They don't want to deal with other people. They don't like being at school because they don't like the way kids are. They don't like the way kids interact. They don't like bullying and all of this stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. They really are super, very sensitive, okay? Empathic, sensitive, and you are. They are, you are, whatever, okay? So your guides want you to do a lot of Reiki on yourself or them. You're welcome. This is Spirit coming through. It was me as a child. I remember being a child and terrified of, like, certain corners of the house, or like I would see dark energy passing by. I didn't want to tell nobody, because growing up Albanian, growing up the way we grew up, our parents they would have been like, you're crazy and you need a mental institution immediately. Especially, like, the way we grew up was very tough. Like, depression. This is what depression. You ever saw that SNL skit with the Spanish Bad Bunny? You got to see it if you haven't seen it. SNL Bad Bunny, and watch this episode where he brings home the white girlfriend, and she goes, he deals with depression, and the mother goes, depression? My son don't have depression. He just likes to be in the dark. And she goes, my son told me he had the depression one time, and I told him, don't do that anymore. And he tells them, don't do that anymore. That's the kind of family we grew up with. You have depression? Don't do that anymore. Okay. Like, it's just something that's just going to go away when we're feeling down or whatever, which is why I want you to always talk to your kids about this stuff, because when you do, they're going to be able to, like, push it away. So when my daughter's in the car, whether she gets annoyed with my spiritual stuff sometimes, she always asks me to heal her when she's not feeling good and all this stuff. So I'll tell her things. Tell yourself this. Just remember, Eliana, when you're feeling depression or you're feeling anxiety, or you could be possibly feeling someone else's energy. So I want you to just push it away. As much as she's not listening, I know she is, because sometimes she'll be like, I don't get depressed. And, I'm really happy because I do a lot of Reiki on her. Like I said, please do a lot of Reiki on yourself and your children. If you're dealing with depression, anxiety, all these disorders. I was diagnosed with every disorder possible 5 years ago, you guys. 6 years ago. I was in mental hospitals 4 times. I'm telling you this for a reason. I was on drugs, trying to self-medicate, trying to figure it all out. I didn't know who I was, what I was doing. And my whole life, I had been, like, very stable and grounded person, very, like, knew what I wanted, always, like, out, had friends doing that. And then I came to a point in my life where postpartum depression really got to me. And I didn't know about that stuff because we grew up around people that said, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? No, that's bullshit. You're fine. Like, you're going to be fine, right? I'm telling you this right now. And if I can go from somebody who was taking 10 medications a day for depression, mental illnesses, they were saying I had multiple personality disorder, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, bipolar depression, insomnia, I mean, when I say if I send you a page of what the doctor wrote down when this was happening, they diagnosed me with everything, right? But I wasn't spiritual at that time, and I'm telling you this for a reason. So if you're dealing with any of these things, your child is dealing with any of these things, try to get them into spiritual practices, little things like give them a black crystal. Tell them if you put this under your bed, every negative thought you have, this crystal will suck it up. You know, you don't have to make it all heebity beebity bobbity. You could just be like, I got you this bag. You see this bag? When you go to sleep at night, this is a nightmare crystal. Any nightmares you have, this crystal will take it. And then you could help them do like little sage. You see this sage? Whenever you're feeling down, this right here, this smoke, it cleans. And the Native Americans believe that it cleans all your bad energy, and help them do that. Open a window with them, push out the negative energy. Promise you, within a week or two, you're going to see how they feel. Little things like Aliana won't be feeling good, and I'll be like, come outside. I'll do Palo Santo on her. She'll act like she hates it, but then she'll tell me to do it. Like if she's not feeling good, mommy, can you heal me? You see what I'm saying? So they might act like they don't like it and stuff like that, but they'll love it, and they'll grow up using these natural herbs, natural medicines, which I talked to my kid about. But she's not into that yet, but she will be when she gets older. My point is, please, I'm telling you this for a reason. If Spirit got you listening to this message, there's a reason why. The truth. Don't argue with them. My nose is itching. That's arguments, right? Don't argue with them. You don't need to argue with them. They're kids. We're forgetting. You know what you forget about your kids? They're just kids. We forget that. So they'll say like my daughter will be like, "Fuck out of here, bitch," and I'm like I get mad and I check myself. Like, girl, she is a child. She's joking around. Like you're taking it personal. Like she's some grown ass woman who's about to fight you. Calm down. Like sometimes I get triggered. Like when she talks to me like that. I'm telling you, whoever you are right now, don't fight with these people. That's a message. My nose is itching. Obviously, that happens to me when I channel more, too. But Spirit say, throw it behind you. Don't argue with these kids. Don't argue with your parents, your mom. I'm hearing your mom's a witch, and she doesn't even know it. But like some of you, she's like I hate to say it, some of you, she's an evil witch. I just gotta say she's evil, but she doesn't mean to be, is what I'm saying. You know, don't forget this is their first lifetime learning too. So give them a break. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to be mad at them for the things they didn't do for you, or for them. I'm hearing this very strongly. Somebody's mother who passed away when you were like 9 years old. I hear the ages 9, 10, and 11. They either left your life or passed away, or for someone in particular, this is very specific, they left your life and then they died out there on the streets is what I'm hearing, okay? Somebody had addiction issues. I see that you've seen them go through that, okay? You watched them go through that, and it was very, very draining for you. You felt like you were her mother. Whether you're a boy or a girl, somebody here needs to hear that. Okay, your mom. Okay. Your mom in this, your mama, you heard that, it came out like that. My right ear. Your mom in the spirit world has to talk to you right now. She has to say something to you. Listen, it's your dad. For some of you, it's your dad, but it's your mom. What I'm saying is, I'm hearing mom, and I keep saying, say dad too. Say dad too. So I'm hearing the name, either the name Augustine or the month of August. I'm hearing Libra and Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus. I'm hearing Aries and Scorpio very clearly. Something about October 25th. Something about July 29th. September 4th or 1st? 1st through the 4th. I hear Aries very strongly. Somebody's a Leo rising. They're just confirming some dates and information here. I'm hearing the name Lola or Layla or Lola. I hear the name Jonathan. I think I'm hearing Jocelyn. I'm not sure. But I'm hearing Jonathan for sure. But I hear like Josina or Jocelina or something like this. I'm hearing the name Brendan. Something about the name Erickson. Gemma. Something about the name Stacy. Grandma Stacy is what I heard. I heard Grandma and then Stacy. This is weird. I'm hearing Astar, something like this. Okay, let me say this. Loved one passed away. Okay. Somebody definitely was like they would cough towards the end of their life. They coughed a light. They coughed a light. Okay. It wasn't a smoker's cough though for some of you, but others it was a smoker's cough. But one of you guys, it wasn't a smoker's cough. They just, at the end of their life, they had a lot of like coughing, emphysema, tight lungs. I'm hearing I couldn't breathe, but I'm good now. Like I just want to know, I just want to tell you that when I say they're saying this stuff is what they couldn't do. They're good now. They're like free now. They could do whatever they want. Somebody had like I'm hearing something about the legs. My legs always hurt me. They're showing me the legs from the knees down, both of their legs and feet. They're showing me their legs and feet from the knees down very clearly here. I see a woman's legs and feet from the knees down. Somebody's grandpa Jeffrey or Joe, I'm not sure. It's with a J. It's coming out like that. I'm hearing the name Dina, D-I-N-A or D-I-A, Diana or Dina. Something about someone who died of a head trauma on the right side of their head, right here. Somebody's elbows, something about your elbows, they hurt a lot when you're sleeping or something in this area, like right specifically, I'm seeing between the bones here, okay? Okay. Okay, so they're saying names, dates, and all that to confirm for you that they're speaking to you, okay? And they want you to know this because this is a message that's coming through from spirit, from your loved ones. They are very, very in tune with you right now. Some of you are hearing your grandmother speak to you. Some of you are hearing your mom say, I'm sorry to you. I'm hearing this very strongly. Your mom wants to say, I am so very, very sorry for everything that I've done to you. I am so sorry for not being there for you. I really wish I could have done a better job, but I could promise you this. I know my mistakes were not okay. I'm hearing that, okay? Somebody's father wants to also confirm for you that they know that their toxic ways were not something that should have been done, and they should have never done that to you, and they feel very, very sad and bad about it, but your spirit guides want you to know you got to clear their energy from you. You have this energy around you. They tend to be of a darker, sad sort of entity type energy. They're not bad or evil, but they're just very stuck in their old ways. They cannot make the changes, and you seem to be doing something different now. You're changing something about you, and you're releasing this, and it's like in a way you have to detach. Like, this is how this person makes you feel, the way I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna clear it. They make you feel very like melancholy. I'm hearing like really melancholy and down and super like, you know, lethargic. I'm hearing nostalgic, lethargic. I'm hearing those words together. And right now you may be feeling a sense of deep emotional energy, empathic, psychic hits of crying. Maybe your intuition is very, very, very on point right now, but also you kind of feel blocked and like you're not getting the messages, but you're wrong. You are getting the messages exactly the way you need to, but the thing is you're blocking your own energy from the way that you're denying those messages that are coming through to you. In this time, Spirit says these tips and tricks they're teaching you about revisiting a situation, not reliving it. Reliving a situation means you're feeling it all over again. You're gonna go, you know, that letter I wrote to you guys, I just want you to make this very clear. When I sit there and I write these letters, I hear people talking and I just write it down, and then they tell me like they'll see it. And then people will write to me and be like, Flo, that the part you said about the reliving and not revisiting and not reliving it really hit home to me. And I sometimes will be like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna catch those little, like, you were rarely picked because you were always chosen. Those little things that I say, that Spirit wants you to know that you are being confirmed for the things that you've experienced. They know what you've been through. They see it, they feel it, they honor it, and they say that you, obviously we know we make the choices to experience these things so that we can grow within ourselves, but your guides want you to know your intuition has always and will always be on point. It's never going to waver. That's one thing that you have to truly understand. They want you to know that these manifestations that you're having right now, because these portals that are all opened up, the eclipses and the solar eclipses and the solar flares and the holidays and things like this, these are portals. And why do you think people celebrate them in these times? They turn it into religious celebrations, which is fine, but just understand all of these, like Easter and all, there's something going on that day energetically in the portals and the dimensions and the galactic and the universe that connects to the earth, that's opening up on these big days, that like Christmas and all these things. These are all times where Stargate portals are opening up. So in order for you to manifest the positive, you have to tell yourself that you are manifesting the positive. Like, for instance, like I said, all of a sudden I was praying for that. My daughter was like, I want to go on vacation. I cried. I was so happy. I felt so, my heart was full. I booked the ticket immediately. Like, I don't care if I don't have enough money to go right now. I don't give a shit about that. I'm going to do it because I want her to learn that you're safe with me. You're safe with God. You're safe with the universe. You're protected. And that's what you need to practice for yourself. You are safe. I see you really. This is coming through, guys. I'm coming to you with an open heart, a light heart, and I'm telling you right now, stop being fearful of like you're scared to move a certain place, or you're afraid to be alone, you're afraid that nobody's gonna protect you, you're afraid that you're gonna be there and nobody's gonna be there for you. Intuition on point. Yo guys, if you haven't checked out her messages, she's really the truth. I tell you right now, it's these people that just started and they don't have many viewers right now. That's how I started, just like her. And I tell you, Intuition on Point is one of the people I know I can turn to and listen to some messages when I need it. I'm not really, I don't watch too many readings, but sometimes I'll allow someone to read for me or just confirm what I'm thinking, right? And matter of fact, let me just touch on something Intuition on Point was saying, because she was saying something about the boss is coming in to, she said the boss is coming in to be like, why haven't you given this person the money yet? What she doesn't understand is what Spirit was telling me right there, she was channeling, is that you have spirit guides that are coming through to be like, we were supposed to give this person their gifts a long time ago. Like their manifestation, their financial, their love. This is supposed to happen a long time ago. And because I'm here and because you took so long, listen, we're not blaming everybody else. We take full responsibility for our own actions all of the time. That's the thing about me. No matter what I do, like I'm going to say it's me and it's me and I'm the reason why I'm doing it. Today, but there were times where you were being massively influenced by entities having you, I'm hearing, eat certain things or drink certain things that you know you don't want to do, and they were pushing you to like stay in that low vibrational energy. I'm hearing the gut, you know. Spirit wants you to clear that because there's a solar plexus entity there in the home. I'm hearing they want to get everybody to like eat unhealthy and stuff like that, and once Spirit says starve them out. That's how you get rid of energies that are not serving you highest good. You starve them out, right? So I noticed when I eat later, like it took a lot for me. I gained a lot of weight like the past 3 years, and now I'm starting to lose it all back again. For some reason, Spirit's saying, because there's bosses like in the spirit world. My point is that these spirit guides are coming together. They're circling you and they're like, you know what? No. And they're trying. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, they're gone. Let me blow your mind. Let me clear something from you guys. Yes, Sarah, how are you? I'm going to tell you right now, you need to understand this part, okay? Because you really need to hear it. Those entities are gone. I don't want you thinking about them, focusing on it, worried, why I'm feeling this, why. If you're still feeling attacked, uncomfortable, thank you, Darrell, thank you so much, love and light to you. If you're still feeling uncomfortable, attacked, anything like this, if you are feeling in any form attacked by any entities, spirit, or anything like that, just understand me. This is like something that you have to sit and do what I've done for the past 2 years. Keep clearing these motherfuckers out. Your story. Yeah, this is family members. You guys have to understand, we love our families and we're very dedicated to our families. We love them. Like for me, family is usually everything. But like if you're toxic, and whether you're in the spirit world, whether you died or you're alive, if you're toxic and you're creating toxicity in my life, I have to elevate from you. And if you don't like that, then that's your problem, not mine. I'm going to share something that I don't like to share. My father died when I was 8 years old of a drug addiction, right? There was stories as to what happened. He was set up. They stole his money. So many things, right? And I noticed like he would come in my dreams with my uncle, his brother, who was shot in Brooklyn by the mafia in the back of his head. And they would come in my dreams together. And each time they would come in my dreams, it was toxic shit. Toxic. Really toxic to the point where they were draining my aura. My aura was completely drained out. And then there was fat cousins and aunts and all these people that were connected to these people because they saw how so I'm hearing spicy intuitive you are. They saw that, and they're trying to like latch onto your energy because they know you're empathic. They know you can dream about them. They know that they can be heard and they can be. But the thing is, if I'm gonna hear you or listen to you, why are you coming into my space with negative energy? That's not okay. You're supposed to protect me. You're my father. You're my uncle. You're supposed to protect me, not make me feel uncomfortable and scared and worried, right? Or bringing your little minion friends to bother me. Welcome to memberships, Justin. Thank you so much. You understand me? You understand me? And you have to really, like I said, when she said that the boss was coming in, Michelle, welcome to membership readings. We love you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for joining members. You guys know many times I've gone to post things on members and it goes on public and I can't change it after that unless I can, and I don't know how. But you have to understand something. If it's for a reason, right? We are collectively working together, right? So collectively, so I tell Spirit, like, I feel bad because people are paying $4.99. I'm not doing private like membership stuff, but Spirit told me like they'll support you in this way. They know that this is a support system for you so you can continue to give messages. And I just want to say this, to be all honest with you, when I do the messages, I do think of the members first, and whatever everybody else piggybacks off that, it's, if they resonate with it, they resonate with it. And that's the God's honest truth. I was thinking about that yesterday because I think about the whole collective, right? But if you're resonating with the members and all that, these are people that are healing themselves. You're not going to pay somebody a membership if you're not working towards what the person's giving to you. Why would you pay your $4 a month to not use the knowledge and information that you're being given? I'm not the knowledge and information giver. I am the messenger. That's all I am. I'm just a messenger. So I'm telling you right now, Spirit wants you to know right now, your guides are coming in to grab that boss who was mishandling his employees, his or her employees, and they're coming in. What are you doing? Like, we've been working with this. Get out of our way. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. You have people in the spirit world, in the astrals, in the galactic, that are truly looking at you right now and going, you know what? They're watching you. And I'm telling you this in the best way possible. They see that you're trying to, I'm hearing, deactivate from something. There's something that you are doing every day that you're trying to lower intake. It could be anything, food, addictions, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Your spirit says that you've gotten rid of that entity devil energy. Welcome, Leslie. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining members. You've gotten rid of that devil energy. Do you understand me? Like, Spirit wants to confirm that for you. You need that confirmation. Some of you have been thinking this, but you need this confirmation. Somebody needs to say it to you. You're very good at removing entities. Now, there's food entities, there's addiction entities, there's all types of entities. And I'm going to tell you something about the food entities. They're just like the addiction entities. They will come in and be like, oh, just eat that one more time. Come on, I'm not going to do nothing. You don't need to worry about that. Spend money on that thing you don't need to spend money on. Do this, do that. Addiction entities come in all forms: shopping, food, drugs, drinking, sex, porn, everything. And what I'm saying to you is, if you're feeling the urge, you want to change something. If you don't want to change it right now, do whatever you want. But if you're feeling the urge to change something and you can't do it, no matter what you do, you just cannot stop yourself. That's a problem. Karina's World, I love you. Thank you for the donation. If you cannot stop it, there's an entity there that needs to be cut off. You are in a severe hermit mode right now, and that's okay. Huh? Yeah. Mahaya says, blah, 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 is making $20 million a year when it's not $20 million a year, but she's making good money. Why isn't a light worker like you who puts out better energy in this universe gets more blessed? Seriously, I don't like this world. Mahaya, let me speak to you right now because you just said something. I was going to come on yesterday and tell you guys, I was experiencing a form of jealousy, but I don't do jealousy. I'm not a jealous person. And I was experiencing some form of jealousy for people that aren't doing light work, aren't healing people and stuff, and they're making money. Cooking with Diva, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every other week sessions, thank you, thank you. And people that are, they're putting out more toxic shit in the world. Let's just be honest. It's not about hating on anybody. Listen, I don't care what anybody does. That's their business. But the people that are like working super hard, the light workers, the healers, we're feeling a little bit like left out in the dust, right? And I said this last night, and it wasn't jealousy towards a particular person. It was more like I felt that, like, how dare we, reward them, and the rest of us we're trying this hard. I'm being good, and then I realized something this morning when I was gonna say that. I was like, you know what? I don't think that's jealousy I'm feeling. I think it's justice, like the justice card, It's the justice for all, right? And I feel like this is why Spirit told you all of the things you experience up until now. Lindsay, welcome to every other week. Thank you, guys. Yay. Oh, my God. I love you guys. Okay. Let me tell you. Spirit says it's time for you to understand something. What you need to understand is these... Okay. I don't want to say this in a way where, like, these people are about to experience bad karma and you're experiencing good karma, but that's exactly what's about to happen. You feel me? All up until now, thank you, Nicole, thank you. Up until now, you've been wondering why is it that, like, you're being good, you're following the rules, if you want to say it, you're being a good girl, good boy. You're trying to be like healing and take your time for yourself and heal your energy, heal your light, heal yourself in these ways. And you're wondering why, like, the universe is like, they left you in the dust. But I'm hearing this very strongly. The funny thing is, like, very soon around this corner, like, it's just around the river bend, just around the river bend, you got all these blessings that are going to come in. It's going to be, I'm going to tell you right now, these people that are throwing out these negative energies and hurting the collective through whatever they're putting out, and they have so many supporters, and I'm gonna tell you why is because I'm not even talking about anybody in particular. Think about this world. Just think about it. This is us. Right here. See that ball? And then there's the rest of the world. Ah! They're in the matrix, and here we are, breaking free from the construct of the matrix, and we are a ball of light that is collectively together like this. We are small but mighty, and without us, I'm gonna say this, without you, without us, this world would fall the fuck apart. You understand me, right? Without your prayers, your meditation, my right eye, right there, spirits just shoot, they just right there. Because sometimes I'm like, am I speaking out of context, and they hit me in the right eye, like, let them know, bitch. You might be seeing all these other people buying Benzes and on yachts and shaking their booties and all. That's great. Cool. Awesome. It's really like, okay for them, because what's going to happen is, like, the more toxic shit people put on out into the earth, especially when you make an impact like that and you really are destroying the collective children and stuff like that, and you're showing them this is okay to do, that's okay to do. And you might think, yeah, there's no judgment. Show your ass, I don't care. Show yourself. But when you are influencing people to go down a path that makes them think they're not good enough unless they look like you, they dress like you, they talk like you, and they walk like you. And then they have people that are natural, and we come out here and our hair's gray and we're like not wearing makeup, our nails are not done, and we're not seen. And all reality is the people that are worth the time to see you, those are the people that you want to see you anyway. You don't want those demonic entities to see you. You don't. Because those are demonic entities that you don't even know on a level of what they are. And you go in the room with these people and you feel the phoniness from across the room. And when they come near you, you feel itchy and uncomfortable. And these are the people that I steer clear from anyway. I'm going to tell you right now, tomorrow, if I woke up, I was a billionaire. The last motherfucking place I'm going to is a party for billionaires. Okay? I don't give a fuck about networking. I don't give a fuck about getting to know more rich people and network. No, what I'm going to do is find a place that needs healing and light and love, and I'm going to try to invest my time and my energy into that without making sure that I'm not broke at the end of the day. but I'm going to make sure I do what I can for the collective. The difference with this is you will see that when time comes and the day comes and you're laying in you're old as hell and you're laying in your deathbed, you can close your eyes feeling happy and satisfied. When many of those people are going to go, you know what it is? Because they can't forgive themselves. They're going to wait for God to forgive them, and they're never going to get the answer, and then they're going to think that they're being punished, but in all reality, they haven't done the work and they haven't forgave themselves. The rest of you are forgiving yourself, you're forgiving others, you're free of the karma, you're free of the toxicity. You're going to always have people that are real, loyal, and perfect that are around you. You're going to not live in fears and doubts and worries, and you're not going to worry about like people stealing from you or robbing you or mistreating you or you're not on it. Listen, I'm just going to tell you this right now. No matter what it is, I got to say this to you because I've gone through days where I've wondered, damn, man, if I would have done this, if I would have went on that show, I could have made this much money. I should have, could. And then I think about it, I'm like, no. If I would have done that, I would not be where I am here today. So saying no to all those opportunities that were presented to me, it wasn't I missed opportunities. I chose the light over the darkness. Because I know personally, like you, we are some dark motherfuckers, but we walk in the light. Do you understand what I'm saying? As opposed to they are dark and they walk in the darkness, the light will never reveal itself to them because they're stuck in that darkness. Sweetie, I see them. I fall asleep and I go travel into these astral dimensions and I watch them in the spirit world, how they are. Same thing, as above, so below. Same thing they do here, they're going to be doing in the afterlife there, okay? As opposed to many of us who are actually walking through those astrals and trying to save their souls and help these people and whoever they are, and they're just going to be stuck there. And I don't wish that for nobody. Remember what I told you guys, remember? Remember the dream I told you? Spirit said, and we were there, and Spirit told me the people that watch you on YouTube, Instagram, all that, they were standing in that grassy field with you, because I saw people, I knew you, but I didn't know you by face. We're standing in this big, beautiful grassy knoll. It was gorgeous. And then across from us, it was a dark forest. When I say, like, you see that? Picture a dark-ass forest, though. Like, you see, hold on. Just picture a dark forest like that. It was all, like, very dark and very eerie and creepy, and we were standing in this beautiful green grass, and I was talking to my spirit guide, higher self, whatever, and I went like this to her. I said, what's going on over there, across over there? And she goes, oh, these are the people that we're resetting. These are all people that are stuck energetically in the spirit world, in the astrals. She goes, they're people that were here on earth, came here to learn lessons, did the work, but couldn't get past certain things, and they're stuck here in the spirit world in the same energy, just repeating the same patterns over and over again. So we're gonna reset them. I'm like, is it gonna hurt? She goes, no. They're not even gonna know what's happening because they don't know that they're here in spirit form. They think this is their real physical reality. They're in the illusions and delusional state. They don't know what they're doing here. As opposed to us, we were in the astrals and we were all very aware of what we were doing there. And I'm hearing you've went through this multiple lifetimes. I hope this is making sense, but we've went through this multiple lifetimes where we watched the great reset happen, and we were always on the grassy, the grass was always greener on our side field. You understand what I'm saying to you? So Spirit wants you to know that, like, don't ever question or doubt yourself or shoulda, coulda, woulda, I shouldn't have done this, could have done that, would have, should have done that. When Spirit tells me to tell you right now, your confirmation is that things are always gonna work out for you. Look at that. Oh my God, bro. I just pulled cards by accident, like just went to pull it, and we have the Three of Cups, the Hermit, and the Sun card. Mark my words. Listen to me. All these sacrifices you made. All of the things you've experienced. Every pain, struggle, suffering, whatever you feel like you went through. For this next part of your journey, it's funny because I hear some of you guys saying, like, I just heard this, this old, like, sometimes, like, there'll be days I'm like, yo, I'm 40, right? Like, at 50, 60, like, I really only got, like, 20 years to really live my life to the fullest, and, you know, by the time you're 70, you're not going to be like, but I'm like, what am I talking about? There's people that are 80 jumping out of planes right now. What am I talking about? This is the new, we are a different breed of people. We are jumping out of planes at 85, 90 years old. What am I talking about? There's people living to 125. And we're sitting here. And yeah, you could think, yeah, but by the time you're 70, nobody gives a fuck about you anyway. I'm seeing a beaver right there. That could be a message. A beaver's walking. And you might think like, oh, by the time you're 60, nobody cares about, doesn't matter what anybody else cares about. You're going to be able to live your life. You know what's funny? Life starts at 40 for a lot of people. Your finances, you got a car, you got credit cards, you can drive wherever you want, you can do whatever you want, you could fly on an airplane if you wanted to tomorrow. Even if you're not wealthy, like you know how to manage your money. You're figuring life out up until the age of 35. You're really figuring yourself out spiritually. You're figuring yourself out. I didn't start figuring myself out who I was spiritually, which is, I knew physically, like in this world, it was all whatever. But spiritually speaking, I didn't realize who I truly was. Like, I didn't know who I was, my power and all this stuff until I was like, Lisa's 61, still chilling out here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who I was. I didn't know my powers and who I was. I didn't know I was a light worker, a starseed, none of these things till I turned 37, 38. That's crazy if you think about it. 38. You know, Jesus was 33. Muhammad didn't write the Quran until he was 40, right? Garden Sons, welcome to every other week memberships. Thank you so much. You know, Muhammad didn't find, you know, the Buddha, all of these people, the ages 33, 40, 50, some even, they started. Like, you see these people on Gaia, on these, like, shows and stuff like that. If you notice, most of them are 45, 50, 60 years old. Some of them are 70. Jordan Maxwell, 70 years old. Motherfucker's still rocking. Eric Von Daniken. You got, these are people you got to watch. They'll teach you the world. Jordan Maxwell, Eric Von Daniken, Teresa Bullard. I learned a lot from these people. You know what I'm talking about? The Spanish guy that I always talk about. I don't know why his name just went ploof. It just plooped. Mateus De Stefano. These are the people that you need to watch that will teach you something about reality and the dimensions and all that stuff. Things that when you find it, it'll find you and you'll be like, yo, I knew it. Every confirmation. You need to watch Galactic Messages. If you don't have a Gaia subscription, then try to go on Gaia on YouTube and type in like Galactic Messages or The Ninth Dimension of Transcendence by Mateus De Stefano. Jordan Maxwell, Signs and Symbols. Eric Von Daniken, the Enoch, the Enoch theory. You need to watch these people. They'll teach you stuff about that you're connected to, that you have been connected to, that your ancient symbolisms and all those things. This is why you are who you are today. You figure out and discover things at a time where others right now, for real, there's people still, yo, look at this, man. There's people still doing the same thing they were doing before. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Welcome. Thank you for the $5. Thank you. Thank you. You know that, right? There's people, you ever watch these people? Like, they're still, it makes you wonder, like, all these people that are, like, not spiritually connected and all that, doesn't mean they're bad people or you're a good person, no. But what I can tell you is, I feel like I got a leg up on a lot of people, and I'm not saying that, like, I got a leg up on you, haha. It's more like, I might not, like, be perfect and shit, but, like, I'm proud of myself because I connected to who I am. I remembered who I was, which is what you come here to do. You come here forgetting who you are. And if you don't remember who you are while you're here, you're just going to be lied to and told you have to keep coming back. Matter of fact, you're going to go up there. They're going to try to make you think that you still need to learn shit. And then you're those people. They're going to go up there. Those are the people that I saw in that dream I told you. And it wasn't a dream. I astral traveled to a portal in the skies. And everybody was in cars. Imagine a portal, right? It's just going like an elevator, escalator. Is going like this, and everybody's in the cars. They're sitting there, and I get in there. I appear out of nowhere, poof, right into the dream. I look. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Why are we all being pushed towards this, like, kind of like, you know, escalator, just going straight like this, and we're all in cars. And I'm like, I get out. Spirit said, get out. Tell them no. And I get out. I'm like, no, don't go. They're tricking you. Don't do it. And everybody in the cars are like, what is she talking about? I'm like, do not follow this portal. It's a lie. It's a trap. And it would look like a light, like it was heaven, right? I jumped up and I run the other way. I run the opposite way to the beginning of the portal. I'm like, don't go. And I go to the guy at the front of the portal who was pretending to be Jesus, by the way. He was a fake Jesus. And I said, you can't do this to people. You're lying to them. You can't do this to people. And he looked at me and said, I could do whatever I want. They think I'm Jesus. And he laughed at me. And the guy standing with him was like, shh, the fuck up. No, don't tell her that. And I woke up and I told all of you guys this, that the thing is going on right now. The false portal, the traps, the lies, the karmic wheel of, you need to make this up. So you need to go back to earth. My child, you have not learned your lesson yet. You must go back. And here they are. It's like a conveyor belt of karmic, fake, false lessons where they're trapping people over and over in this karmic wheel, making them believe that they got to keep coming back to earth. You want to know why? Because the true goal is for everyone to ascend, like the Mayans, right? Everyone disappeared. No, they all ascended at once. Because think about the Mayans. There's a small collective of people living in a remote village. They can be spiritually grounded. They were getting knowledge and information. They were being visited by beings. They were being told all this information and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, they were able to, as a collective, all ascend together, as opposed to us where we're all separated. Every human is on a different place. And what's happening is we can't come together as a collective and ascend because we have all these people arguing about how we're crazy and us telling them like, wake up. And then we got all these people thinking like the government is the rule. And then all these people knowing that this is all a lie. And it's like nobody knows how to come together, to work together, to truly ascend. And that's how they get so many people who are still trapped in the matrix. All these people you see, they're living it up. They're like, but they have no spiritual boundaries at all. Nothing. I'm not talking about these people that are wealthy and they're spiritually in tune. They're connected. They're doing charity work. They help people. All in all, you could say nothing's right and nothing's wrong, and which is true. But at the end of the day, there's a way to be wealthy and there's a way to be rich. You know what I'm saying? There's wealthy people who give back, who love others, who don't judge other people, who won't look at a homeless person and be like, ugh. You know, there's a way to do that. So if you're wealthy and you have a lot of money, you're rich and all that stuff, but you have no heart and no emotions, your money means nothing to nobody. Literally, you're worthless. Like you could have all the money in the world, but your value and worth is nothing. It's zero. It's like this much, right? But if you have a little money or a lot of money and your wealth is within you and you have that wealthiness in you where you treat people with respect, you love genuinely with all your heart and all your soul, you have to understand this. You are not everybody else, and I need you to give yourself the credit where credit's due, because you stop saying you're not good enough. Stop saying you're not going to be able to do it, because Spirit wants you to know everything you went through up until now, it's a guaranteed blessing coming your way. Guaranteed. If you think you came on here on a double mission, which you did, without, did you see that orb? Do you see these orbs? They're just like, as soon as I say something valuable, my heart chakra is going boom, 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 boom. If you think you came here on a double mission without the finances and stuff you need, you think you came here without that stuff, you're bugging. Meaning, when you came here, you knew you were going on this mission, you knew you would forget and then remember. That was weird. Something just moved. You knew you would forget and then remember, right? You knew you would forget. You knew you would remember, right? And then you worried about finances and all that. But honey, don't think that you came here without a plan. Think about it. My name's KB Myers. I'm going down to earth. I'm gonna I'm gonna forget who I am. Then I'm gonna remember who I am, and I'm gonna be there on a double mission. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna create that. I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah. Even like, oh yeah, I'm going to go through a point where like, I get some money, lose some money. I'll be broke for a little bit. I'm going to have money. But then every time I need it, the second I need it and I don't got it, the universe just says, poop, here's this money. Every time I need it, it's going to come to me just on time, right on time. The universe and me are going to work together, and I go down there. You made the plan. Do you think that you came here with a plan to stay broke, to not get what you need, to not experience life? If we think that, then we are crazy. I know I came here with a plan. I didn't just be like, I'm going to go down there and, you know what, don't worry about money. I'll figure it out. No, it's like that. The second I need it, my higher self is going to find a way to bring it to me. That's how I want you to think from today. when you're feeling like right now you ain't got it like that, you're upset a little bit, and I'm not doing nothing, I can't figure out my life, I don't have a purpose. There's no such thing as you don't have a purpose, you can't figure it out, you don't know what you're doing. There's a time for movement, like the Mayans said. If you ever see the wheel they made, and there's like a woman sitting, she's relaxing, then there's a woman traveling, and another woman meditating, and it's the wheel of there's a time for travel, a time for movement, a time to sit still, a time to grow plants, a time to do nothing at all. There's a time for everything. Did you just see that aura, bro? That's just right up in here. There's a time for everything. So everything you're experiencing right now is because you're supposed to experience it. Even if you're going through the worst of the worst, which I pray to God that none of you are, but I'm sure you're experiencing some emotional depth that you need to clear right now. And I get it, because I went through that these past 3 years. I had like my deepest spiritual awakening, which I've had a lot of them, but I'd say these past 3 years was my deepest. And I know that because I no longer resonate with people that are like toxic and stuff like that. If I watch someone, they're talking, if they're toxic, I can't do it. I just can't. My brain doesn't process it, you know? So your guides want you to know, okay, and I want to say this too, because I see the Three of Cups, I see the Hermit, and I see the Sun card. Positivity and pleasure coming your way, okay? You have done, and we're doing a lot of soul searching these years. A lot of soul searching, a lot of figuring out a lot of things about yourself, whether you believe it or not. Within the next few months, something's going to click within you. Something is going to change within you, and you're going to know exactly what to do next. And you're getting rid of fears right now. A lot of you are carrying and holding on to fears from lifetimes ago that needs to be released. I can't lie to you. I'm not afraid of nothing, really. I'm pretty gangster. I have a gun license, like all this stuff. But then there's times of like, I'm like, oh, if I move alone with my daughter, it's like, I'm kind of worried about moving alone. I get scared because like I'm alone. I don't like, what if I hear a noise at night, and I have to get up. The point is, those little fears are from a past life. And I know that because Spirit has showed me in a house and some guy coming in and trying to hurt me and stuff like that. And I've carried that fear that I had to release, and I've let it go. In this lifetime, it is not your duty to experience these things. I'm hearing stop watching Dateline, stop watching all these murder shows, stop watching kids being kidnapped and all that stuff. As much as we want to be aware of it, we don't want that to be in our presence all the time, constantly. Okay? So really, Spirit's telling you this for a reason. I'm telling you, it's like now those burdens are being lifted from you. You're not going to be stuck upside down like this. Something's moving. I'm going to say this within the next 8 weeks. I'm hearing that very, very strongly within the next 8 weeks. You're going to find the strength to do those things that you've been wanting to do. Maybe there are changes you want to make. Maybe there are things you want to do. You're going to find the strength to do that within the next 8 weeks. Okay? Within the next 8 weeks, I said. I was going to say in 8 weeks, but within the next 8 weeks. Okay? So be patient. Be still. Focus on what you want and not what focus on what you need, not what you want right now. It's bringing some kind of confidence back to you. You had to change whatever it is that was bothering you, irritating you. And now Spirit's saying, this is the time to let all that go, because I see that abundance of light and love coming to you in a form where you're going to feel finally like something is shifting and it's changing. You're able to experience that, okay? Okay, guys? I love you. I hope this message really reached those who it needed to reach. Don't forget what I said. Anytime you feel like you don't have enough, just remember there's no way you came here on this earth without everything you need, okay? There's no way. You're not stupid. You're too smart for that, okay? All right? I love you guys. I think I'm going to go get some Mexican food. I'm pretty sure I want like some nachos, like smothered in like everything. All right, guys, I love you guys so much. All right, I hope this message helps you. Like I said, but like I get brown rice and I try to eat healthy, even though if I eat, you know what? Okay, no. I don't know. Should I get Mexican food? I think so. I'm hungry. All right, guys. I love you guys so much, okay? I love you. Thank you, guys. I love you so much, and I will see you guys later, okay? I love you. You're my bitch. I love you guys. Awesome, KB. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I love you guys. Thank you, Jonathan. I love you. Okay, you guys. Don't forget, okay? Don't forget what I said, okay? I love you. You're my babies. See you later. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you can hear me, but this thing is so cool. I got it from TikTok shop. I hate TikTok. Like you put it on and then you put it somewhere and then you blink and then bink, and your phone sticks to it. It actually sticks. It's so cool. Anyway, I ordered a bunch of little gadgets that I needed for like content creation because sometimes I don't have like, I love you. Don't argue with them.